I can quote
You can't say, right? So you just answer with a question because you want to avoid the truth.
No.
Tell us the truth. Tell us the
You
truth.
know you're doing that. That's within your own. That's within your own industry. Listen, are you lying to me that you're telling me you've never seen a Palestinian person go through your own prison system?
So we keep it moving. So
is that what you're telling me?
Suad. Goddamn woman, shit. So you said you know the parents. Can you name the parents then? Do you know these people?
Okay, I'll tell you Abdi. I could tell you Abdi, is like literally he lived. Not even in Gaza. He lived by next door. He was a little kid, right? He threw a stone. You know what they did to him? They picked him up. His parents can't find him. What happened to Abdi?
Okay. So what's his name? Let's write it down. We'll look it up.
Abdi, what's his surname?
10 years old.
What's his surname?
What's his last name?
10 years old.
What's his last name?
What do you mean, Abdi Ibrahim? I'll give it to you. Abdi Ibrahim. Yeah.
Okay,
Go on, you spell it like whatever you want, because it's like, AI. You got the AI, you got face recognition, everything. Get over it.
So his name is Abdul Ibrahim, right?
Yeah, Abdi Ibrahim. 10 years old.
Okay, when was he
10 years old. All he did was that he literally picked up a stone.
Which village is he from? Which village?
What village? I already told you, Jerusalem. I'm not going to
Jerusalem.
I'm going straight for Jerusalem.
Okay, and he was picked up for throwing stones at Israelis?
A stone.
A stone. He picked up for throwing stones at a
car.
Stone.
He picked up a stone.
A stone. And he threw it at an Israeli? A car?
He doesn't have to throw it. He just picked it up. And he just had to imitate it.
Your claim is he picked
that was the biggest weapon. And they picked him up and they took it.
Okay. All right. And you saw an article about this or something?
Do I have to read it? Now you want me to go ahead and say that there's an article. You asked me for whatever. You asked me for the name. I gave you a name. You said what?
So
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
when did this happen?
Okay, so Suad, if you got a link to the article, post it in the chat. All right.
When did this happen, Suad?
Hold on.
Okay.
She's gonna post a link in the chat. You guys got the name, so you guys do your research, and we can come back to it. But there's some on the stage. Lucifer and Doc Adams. What's going on, Dr. Adams? What's up, Lucifer? Lucifer. So, Israel versus Palestine, justified or just overkill, man?
Totally justified, bro. Totally justified.
Okay,
but I'm still right. Totally justified. But I want more. We want more. We Indians want more. We want Palestine. The reason I'm calling them Palestine is because that's why I have always been calling them Palestine. Palestine and Gaza should be raised off the map. You're doing a good job. Keep doing it.
You're allowing him to talk the way he is, yes? Please don't forget I can speak with whatever I say.
Suad, if you don't shut the fuck up, woman, I'm gonna throw you back down in the kitchen. Shut the fuck up, Jesus Christ. So when you say that you said they need to be wiped off the map, is that what you said?
Yes. Anyone supporting terrorism, anyone supporting terrorism.
Hold on, Lucifer, relax. What do you mean by wiped off the map?
What I mean to say is that there should be no Palestine or Gaza.
So are you talking about a group of people should be murdered?
Totally. If they are harboring terrorists, they deserve to die.
We ain't doing that, bro. We ain't doing that. I'm not advocating any calls for death to Jewish people nor Palestinian people. We ain't doing that shit here. Get the fuck out of here. Doc Adams, welcome to the stage, man. How's it going, brother?
Just a call back, I don't see any mention of this Abdul Ibrahim, 10 years old, in Jerusalem. I'm going to keep looking, but I don't see it.
Okay.
But keep going.
Yeah, Doc Adams, welcome to the stage, brother. Israel versus Palestine, justified or just overkill? Oh, we can't hear you, man, if you're speaking.
Hear me now?
Doc Adams. Okay, there we go. Yep, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, it's absolutely justified. I think that, there's going to be people that are going to bellyache and gripe from other countries in Europe, from other places around the world whose tax dollars don't have a dog in this fight. They don't have a single blood relative that lives in those areas, ever been to those regions. But, they want to have the loudest to say, and those are usually the people that have no purpose, right? It's deeply disturbing at how much of a contrast there is between reasonable people that hold a certain sense of apprehension for supporting Israel, and people who have committed themselves in their everyday, their every being, and quite frankly, their only existence on this app to antagonize and be belligerent to people who are from and live in this region. So, one of the things I respect about you, Sig, is we can be on opposite sides of opinion. But at the end of the day, we can walk away from the argument having respect for each other as men, understanding that we have a greater purpose beyond this bullshit, fakery, and fake outrage argument on the internet. And we both have duties, responsibilities, and a purpose outside of being here bitching and moaning towards no solutions. It's very sad. From what, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning until what? Now it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon in some other places, almost 4. How many people have actually spent time going out and doing things in the community? I know you're productive, Sig, but the rest of these people, I know Norma's productive. I know quite a few other people that are productive. But every time I come onto this app and I listen to this conversation, you have the usual suspects, such as, Saud, that likes to cut everybody off, that likes to continue to do these gaslighting maneuver tactics around her greater sense of a lack of purpose. And I'm asking you, are a lot of these people deeply reflecting on how they can better their own homes, to better the people around them as much as they show passion for bettering the circumstances of something that has nothing to fucking do with them 7,000 miles away?
All right, I'm not going to respond.
And, I just want to say something else. People, it's really funny that people want to talk about women and babies and all of these things. Let me let you in on a
You're the one
newsflash.
who complained about the based on your
Wait. Guys. Suad, again, you know what? Okay, good. She got rid of her. Okay, go ahead, Adams.
Yeah, there have been more babies that have died as a result of abortion in America. Yet, innocent babies that haven't even breathed their first breath of air. Innocent babies. Nobody wants to sit there and have the same amount of outrage as those babies in America that are dying in the womb, being slaughtered in the womb, only because they have a heartbeat. That is completely different than people taking national security steps to protect themselves against a group of people that have been bombing people in the middle of the night and paragliding into freaking concerts. How many of those babies that die in Planned Parenthood are paragliding into concerts or carpet bombing Tel Aviv? So please tell me how much of your outrage are there for dead children? Please be consistent.
outrage is going to be when you cause the...
I highly doubt that your drunk ass is in any danger of getting pregnant, son. I highly doubt that your drunk ass is in any danger of having somebody climb up behind you and screw you like the pig that you are.
Let Iran go match with it. Match with Iran. You see, you keep begging for Iran. I beg you. Go and fight Iran. Iran is there. Don't beg for freaking who to go and help you again.
Lady, you are an annoying, dirty pig. That is exactly what you are. You are an annoying, dirty pig.
Yeah, I just moved her down. She's not coming back up. She's exhausted.
That's what I'm saying. See, these people have no freaking purpose. That's why it's no longer a productive conversation when you have a bunch of knuckleheads and idiots like that just want to pollute people's ears with a bunch of noise.
But see, this is why. Let me tell Sig. This is why I brought her back on the stage, because Sig, you were on the phone and there was like a very one-sided, toxic, stage where she was keep cutting everybody off and and there was a couple people who were doing it. So I just brought her up because people always say Sarah just moves people in the audience, but that's not the case. I wanted her to come on the stage and talk, but she can't. She cannot handle that mic, which is sad.
Oh, I think everybody knows she's moved for.
Are you comparing the Palestine babies that got into abortion in America?
Wow. I think some of you guys, when your mouth opens, your ears close. I think it's like a weird reverse check valve thing going on there.
It's an accident side effect.
See, and this is what I tell you, they have no purpose. They could never get away with doing this.
See, when you're speaking, no one's talking.
They could never get away.
Speaking. Now, let me speak. Are you comparing? My question is this: are you comparing the abortion in America to Palestine being killed? Is that what
You can ask Sig the question. I'm not going to have a conversation with a hysterical
No, I'm asking
woman.
you. I'm asking you.
I'm not going to have a conversation with a hysterical woman that doesn't have my control. So, Sig,
No,
if you
no,
would like to
relax.
ask a question, I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen
Relax.
to or engage with this hysterical woman.
Yeah, I mean,
Relax.
W
Did you-
doesn't want to answer your question. I don't have a dog in this fight. Either way, I'm listening to both sides trying to.
Did you compare my question? Did you compare the Palestinian babies to American abortion? So just
You want to talk about the Palestinian children? So that
I'm asking him a question. Relax. I'm asking him a
I'm
question.
trying to. I
Before
understand.
you open it, let him answer.
No,
Let him answer.
You answer the question.
He said he didn't want to answer your question, so Daniel can go. Daniel, you got.
He didn't want to answer my question. I hear him.
But listen, but try to listen, please,
Could
okay?
you maybe tell him in his language that I'm not speaking to a hysterical woman?
Hold on. W, if you come off your mic one more time, I'm just dropping you, bro. Last warning. Daniel, you got it.
But W, I'm asking you please to try to listen and not try to rebuttal immediately what I'm saying, okay? Because if you really care for the children, and more than you just, I don't know, hate Jews and Israelis, so try to listen to me, okay? And you can choose not to believe it, but this is the reality. There's only one side in this conflict that benefits from dead children, and that is the Palestinian side. It's good for the cause, because every dead child makes people like you enraged, and you need to point the finger at someone, and they already tell you, Israel killed its children, Israel did it, Israel is the villain, and then what do? You vilify Israel. You are basically incentivizing, not just you, are the plural you, this kind of behavior, instead of like looking at reality and seeing why those kids are dying, acknowledging that they are explosive, that Hamas are putting everywhere, because you see that they are killing IDF soldiers. And what do you think, that kids don't touch it? Do you think that they don't wear a uniform, then it doesn't harm the children? When they are kind of putting tunnels everywhere, it doesn't harm children? When they purposefully launch rockets from within civilian population, do you think it doesn't cause the casualties? They want it. So if you care for the children more than you hate us, then care for the children and make it stop. Stop incentivizing it. They are only one benefiting. We are losing. Israel is losing from every dead civilian. This is why Israel is doing more than every other army in history and in the world to minimize casualties. And this genocide claim is ridiculous. And I will tell you also, the entire title is a bit ridiculous. No one here knows nothing about warfare or war, or understand even what is happening in Gaza, and they don't care to learn. Like, you ask them this question, and they're like, justified. Based on what? What are your parameters? How many people died?
Question mark, you dummy.
Having a heart that we have fucking hostages there for more than 600 days, and we have jihadists, we have a jihadist military army that is threatening to do another genocidal attack again and again and again. So we say no. And if it hurts your feeling, fuck you. And if you want to make it stop, pressure Hamas to put down their arm, because everybody's starving, and the children and the women and whatever. They are the one that can stop it. Let me respond. Let me respond.
Get back to hostage. No. Mute the fuck up. Love it. Did you want to respond to Daniel?
Yeah, for this guy, you can't even like see that there is a question mark, so it's not a statement, but it's a question mark, Daniel, a question mark. And for you to sit here and sort of like say oh, because of Hamas, we have to flatline the entire region, which is called the Gaza Strip. Right? But I know, like, you're brainwashed, if you speak otherwise, you'll lose your citizenship in a lifetime before you die first. So I'm not even going to mock you for that. Thank you, Sid.
Yeah.
So can I say something?
Let me respond to him speaking to me.
So wait, so are you saying that we don't have a
No, he spoke to me. He spoke to me. That'd be fair. What is that?
Oh, you know what, man? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm done with you, man. Done with you. Were you responding to Daniel or W?
To Daniela, correct.
Okay, Danielle, if you want to respond, give you a chance, and then Normal, you can go, bro.
No, I don't think it gave anything that would, like, to the fact of the topic. It was all ad hominem and very low level. So is wrong. And if you wanna, if you care for the children, argue what I said and not like Daniela and all those bullshit. I don't care for this, dude. This is not a game. It's a game for you. It's not a game for us. So enjoy the show, but don't scream about dead children. You enjoy it. You love it. You come here every day to kind of go out and choose and say baby killers, baby killers. You enjoy it. You love it.
You are baby killers.
It's on your hands.
And you are baby killers. There are soldiers bragging about decapitating babies, literally on camera. What are you talking about?
That has never happened. You're a liar, sir.
I can
And not
play.
a very good one.
Sick, you want me to play?
No, not even address
Look at it. Well, you're a liar. You never
Listen,
will.
I serve the IDF. I know exactly what is the moral code of the IDF. Every person that I know in my life served the IDF. My mother, my father, the entire family, every friend that I have served the IDF.
Yeah,
You can bullshit many people. You can bullshit many people. You cannot bullshit me. So again, it's a game for you. It's propaganda, and it will end because you know we have humanity, justice, morality, and law on our side.
Yeah,
And
we've seen that. We've seen it in the last 22 months.
Daniel, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
I was going to go
after El Normo, I was going to give El Normo the mic. And then you go after this.
Appreciate it. So, this war could have and should have ended on October 10th of 2023 if Hamas wanted the war to end. How would it end? Hamas gives back the hostages immediately, gives them all back. But they didn't want to. Hamas takes responsibility for what they did on October 7th, which was devastating, the worst slaughter of Jews since the Holocaust, and makes plans to compensate the Jews that they slaughtered and their families and gave back the hostages. October 10th, not one more Gazan had to die. But they did not want this to end. They wanted to draw Israel into Gaza in order to A, slaughter them in their booby traps and tunnels, and B, to put their children, they don't put their children in safe rooms. They don't put their children in bunkers. They send their children out to become shaheeds. A shaheed is a martyr. And the leadership of Hamas said over and over again, we thank you for being shaheeds to our women. We thank you for being shaheeds, martyrs to their children, because it makes our cause stronger. And as Daniel just said, this is a pathetic and bloodthirsty and child-killing attempt on the part of Hamas to sacrifice their own children, their own flesh and blood, to make Jews look bad, to justify a blood libel. What is a blood libel? You tell lies about Jews to justify killing us. This is why you take the word that we created, genocide, to describe what Hitler did to the Jews, and you think you can flip it and say that we're doing the genocide. And you take the word Nazi, and you flip it, and you call us Nazis. All because the IDF is committed to defending the Jewish people and the Jewish nation, and went into Gaza to get our people back. They still have our people. They're still holding even dead bodies, live bodies and dead bodies. They haven't given them back. They haven't surrendered. There's no such thing as a genocide that you can end with a phone call. You pick up the phone and say, here are your people back, or we surrender. This ends. Not another person in Gaza has to die. They are apocalyptic. Say again?
They're never going to surrender.
Keep going.
Actually, you want them to die. I'm glad you said that. You want them to die. This is why you said that. You want them the same way that Iran sent these Palestinians to their death. They know what happens when you go into Israel and start creating mayhem. They're going to all get slaughtered. They send these people like lambs to the slaughter. And the people who are in denial, they go, dead babies, dead babies. They want those babies to die. If they didn't, they say, Hamas, enough already, enough have died. Surrender. Give the hostages back. Hamas said they are going to do this to Israel, the Jewish nation, over and over and over. This is their position. We're not going to let them do that. They didn't say, okay, we changed our mind, we want peace. They never